Stop. Before you scroll past this video, I need you to hear something. Something that nobody in your life has had the courage to tell you. Right now, today, there is a force operating inside your mind, silently, that is stealing your future relationships, burning through your best years, and convincing you the whole time that it's love. And the terrifying part? You feel it right now. You've felt it before. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how lust disguises itself as the most beautiful thing you've ever felt, while quietly destroying everything that matters. I'm going to give you a psychological test halfway through this video that will tell you with brutal honesty whether what you're feeling is real love or a chemical trap your brain built for you. Stay until the end, because the last thing I say in this video might be the sentence that finally changes everything for you. Let's begin.
I want you to think about someone. Not just anyone, the one. The one whose name on your screen makes something shift inside your chest. The one you've replayed conversations with at 2 a.m., not because anything was unresolved, but because your mind simply refused to let them go. The one who, even when they hurt you, even when they disappeared for days or made you feel invisible, you still went back. You still chose them. Now ask yourself something honest. Something most people are too afraid to ask. Was that love, or was that something else entirely? Here's the psychological truth mainstream relationship advice will never tell you, and it will feel uncomfortable when you first hear it. Lust is not the opposite of love. It is the perfect imitation of it. And your brain, the most sophisticated organ in the known universe, cannot tell the difference on its own. Here's why. Deep inside your brain lives a structure called the limbic system. Ancient. Millions of years old. One job: detect reward and pursue it obsessively. When you encounter someone attractive, emotionally intense, or psychologically unavailable, it floods your bloodstream with dopamine. The same chemical triggered by gambling, by cocaine, by compulsively checking your phone. But here's what nobody tells you. Dopamine is not a pleasure chemical. That's the myth. Dopamine is a pursuit chemical. It doesn't reward you for having something. It drives you to chase what you don't yet have. Which means, the more unavailable someone is, the more intensely your brain floods itself trying to get them. The more they pull away, the more you feel what you believe is love. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're chemically addicted to the pursuit. Think about your most intense relationships. The ones with the most fire. Were they calm? Did they make you feel safe? Or did they make you feel electric, anxious, alive, and terrified simultaneously? Psychologists call that specific feeling limerence, an involuntary neurological state triggered by high attraction combined with high uncertainty. It is not a choice, not a flaw, and it feels, with complete, sincere conviction, exactly like falling in love. Except it isn't. It's your nervous system in controlled panic, seeking resolution from a source that keeps withholding it. The person who treats you with consistent kindness? Your brain finds them boring. The person who disappears and returns with intensity? Your brain calls that passion. This is the disguise. And lust wears it so convincingly that millions of people spend years chasing a feeling, instead of building a life. They leave stable relationships because they feel nothing. They stay in toxic ones because they feel everything. And slowly, without a single announcement, lust begins to destroy them. Lust doesn't arrive with a warning label. It announces itself as the best thing that's ever happened to you. And by the time you see what it's taken, it's already gone with everything. 4 destructions. 4 stages. And as I name each one, be honest about which one you recognize. Destruction 1, your standards. Before this person you had limits. Boundaries, maybe not perfectly defined, but they existed. Then lust arrived. And one by one they dissolved. Not through force. Through chemistry. Every time they crossed the line, your dopamine system didn't say leave. It said chase. Fix it. Get back to the good feeling. So you forgave things you swore you never would. You explained away behavior you tell your best friend to run from. This is called intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological mechanism used in slot machines. The reward doesn't come every time. It comes sometimes, unpredictably. And that unpredictability doesn't reduce desire. It makes it unbreakable. Distraction 2, you're present. You're here right now watching this. But where is your mind? Is it replaying a conversation? Analyzing a text they sent, or didn't? Imagining a reconciliation that hasn't happened? Psychologists call this intrusive ideation, the involuntary hijacking of your mental bandwidth by something unresolved. You're at dinner with people who love you, but you're with them. You're trying to sleep, but your mind is running simulations of conversations that may never happen. Your actual, real, irreplaceable present is being consumed. Not by love. By the absence of resolution that lust creates on purpose, to keep you chasing. Destruction 3, your identity. This one is the quietest, and possibly the most devastating. When lust drives your emotional life, you slowly stop making decisions based on who you are, and start making them based on who you think they need you to be. You suppress parts of yourself that feel too much. You measure your worth by whether they respond to you with warmth. Their text becomes the metric for whether today is a good day. Psychologists call this emotional outsourcing. And once you outsource your self-worth to another person's behavior, you no longer have a self. You have a reflection. Destruction 4, your time. Permanently. 6 months from now you'll look back one of two ways. That was when I finally understood and changed. Or, I gave another year to a feeling that was never going to become what I needed. Time, unlike standards, unlike peace, does not come back. Now, I promise you a psychological test. Here it is. 3 questions. Answer honestly. Right now. 1. When you imagine a future with this person, do you feel excited or relieved? 2. Does time with them leave you feeling more like yourself, or less? 3. If they never changed, forever, exactly as they are, would you still choose them? Excited. Less yourself. No. That's lust. And somewhere inside you, you already knew. This is the part most videos get completely wrong. They diagnose you, show you the damage, then leave you sitting with awareness and no direction. I won't do that. Because awareness without a path forward is just pain with better vocabulary. First, if you recognize yourself anywhere in this video, that recognition is not a sign something is wrong with you. It's a sign you are human. Lust is not a moral failure. It is a neurological reality. The brain doesn't ask permission before triggering the dopamine system. The only failure is choosing to stay unconscious about it. You are no longer unconscious. That matters more than you know. Step 1. Stop feeding the loop. The dopamine loop lust creates requires one thing to survive: uncertainty. Every time you check their profile, you feed it. Every time you reread old messages, you feed it. Every time you imagine the conversation you'll have someday, you feed it. Neuroscientists call this neuropruning. Pathways that stop receiving stimulation begin to weaken. Not immediately, not painlessly, but consistently, the obsession fades. Not because you forced it, because you stopped feeding it. Step 2. Rebuild your internal reference point. For the next 7 days, every morning, before you check your phone, write one honest sentence beginning with, I am someone who, not who they see you as, not who you become around them, who you actually are when no one is watching. This is called self-schema reinforcement. You are literally rebuilding the neuroarchitecture of your own identity. 7 days. 1 sentence. The research is unambiguous. It works. Step 3. Learn what real love actually feels like. This is what nobody says, because it sounds disappointing at first. Real love does not feel like fireworks. Every song, every film since childhood told you love should feel overwhelming and electric. And lust has been delivering that feeling, over and over, while leaving destruction behind. Real love feels like breathing fully in someone's presence. It feels like showing them your worst, most anxious self, and watching them stay. It feels like your nervous system settling in their presence, not accelerating. Real love is not boring, but it is calm. And if you've been chasing storms for years, calm will feel unfamiliar. It will feel, at first, like the absence of feeling. It isn't. It is the presence of something your nervous system has simply never been allowed to experience. Safety. The reason lust is so powerful, the reason it can consume years of your best decisions, is not because you are weak. It is because beneath the obsession and the chemistry, there is a genuine, legitimate desire for real connection. Lust is just that desire, running without a map. Desperate. Directionless. Destructive. But the desire itself? That is not something to be ashamed of. That is the most human thing about you. And it deserves something real.